All right. Okay. And we'll start on the side of the hand. I have a really amazing imagination. And sometimes I use my powers for good, especially when I'm helping other people. I am Silver Linings Queen. But sometimes when I'm alone and I have a little inkling of anxiety, I use my powers for evil. And I like to create the craziest, most heinous stories ever. It's pretty amazing, actually, the realities that I create in my head. So even though sometimes I like to catastrophize, I don't have to live there. It's nice to know how good my imagination is. But I'm going to remind myself that it feels so much better to be present, that the gifts available to me right now are exactly what I need. And if I relax enough to believe enough to receive enough, everything works out for me. No matter what's happening in the world around me, no matter what planetary energies are fucking with my mood, I always have the options to reconnect with myself. I always have the option to remember all of the cool things I did this past year and the challenging things, all of the laughs and the little treats and the lessons that I learned in this past 365 days. And I'm sending that past version of me so much gratitude and thanking her for the gifts. And while being present and grounded, I am also looking towards the future. I feel like I'm at the start of a new adventure. There's new possibilities available, new dreams I didn't even realize I had. And in order to open myself up to more of that energy, I'm also being asked to close out some chapters. I'm being asked to grow. I'm being asked to do something new. And while I could catastrophize, instead, I'm going to give myself time to take a nap or eat some delicious waffles and fries or climb a tree because I want to believe instead that everything is always working out for me. And that working as hard as I have been mentally is not actually moving the needle. It's just making me upset. So, my new mantra is relax, believe, and receive. My new mantra is that everything is always working out for me. And I can use everything, even the negative experiences, have lessons and gifts. And so I welcome it all. Okay, take a pause there. How's that so far? Good. Yes. Okay. Nods, smiles. All right. More of the same? Yeah. Okay. We'll just start on the top of the head. Sometimes I stress myself out and like for no reason. I I have made a habit of working really hard and doing the most and wanting to optimize every situation and wanting to be extremely prepared because I'm trying to prevent hurt and discomfort. But all this time and energy trying to prepare for the unknown, like a doomsday prepper, it's kind of stressing me out. And while I will admit it's good to be prepared, it's not necessarily my job to think of every terrible situation. I want to choose to believe that my best is good enough, that what I know is enough, and that when I relax enough, my intuition will talk to me loud and clear. And this coming year, I would like to positively catastrophize instead of spending all that time and energy preparing for the worst. What if I prepared for the overflow? What if I got to spend all that time and energy dreaming big dreams, preparing for the best case scenarios, and then letting go, believing I've done enough, and allowing myself to receive? Because when I think back on this past year and all the years before that, sometimes I've known what I wanted, but sometimes I've gotten a whole new timeline I didn't even realize was the timeline of my dreams, where new opportunities and possibilities seem to just fall from the sky. And if I'm in believing and receiving mode, I can see them, I can accept them, and I can take actions so that I can align with them. So even though sometimes I stress myself out because I was taught that you have to work super hard and be prepared for every negative scenario. What's that rule? Anything that will go wrong can go wrong. Anything that Murphy's Law. Yeah, thank you, Kara. Yeah. Fucking Murphy. Get out of here. So instead of basing my life around Murphy's Law, I'm instating a new law. This is insert your name here's law. And everything that can go right will. My life is only getting better and better. The more I am in touch with myself and relax into my present, the more possibilities and opportunities are available to me. There's no need to wait for the other shoe to drop. I get to have good things, period. I get to rest and relax. I get to be surprised and delighted. I get to grow my intuitive gifts. And I get to experience the magic of being alive. So, as we close out this last new moon of the year, astrologically, I allow myself to tie up any loose, lingering ends, to grieve the possibility of those futures, and really let it go so that I can open myself up to more opportunities and possibilities I've not even thought of yet. More amazing trips and experiences I didn't know were possible. I'm setting the intention that I'm making the room now, and that the universe will provide. And so it is.